Hi, Jordan.
Jordan here.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you, Andrew.
Anthony as well.
Yeah.
Joining us today. Cool. We rushed out of there, man.
I've actually never eaten around here. I live in LA, so I come down to see the site.
How are you, sir? Pleasure.
It's almost like downtown LA. It's
Yeah.
just as bad.
Yeah, this area is a little gritty.
You parked in a safe space?
I'm down. I just parked to the parking down there.
Okay.
Yeah, but down by the 7-Eleven and all. Yeah. They actually occasionally have some guys like bum rush the place and try and like take equipment and tools
Oh,
and stuff.
what?
Yeah, no. You see the gate wide open like this, and it's like.
This is Anthony's
Hey,
friend.
pleasure to meet you, Anthony.
So the PM for the contractor,
Okay.
Julie, he's going to come down in a
Okay,
minute.
beautiful. So really, Lowell and Suzanne have just asked us to sort of be boots on the ground to sort of identify what questions still need to be answered.
Okay.
We'll walk through with you guys initially, and then we'd like to just sort of hang out for an hour or so and just start taking pictures and documenting it. How do you feel about this so far?
This process, you guys or the project?
No, the project in general.
Oh, so my company came on like 5 months ago to help. It's been a train wreck.
Yeah, I'm sure.
To be honest.
Yeah. Did
Like,
you take over from somebody?
We took over from a PM that had been here for a few years, but the contractor side has had like 8 different
Flips.
superintendents
Yeah,
and
wow.
project managers. It's been a constant turnover.
Yeah.
So no one takes accountability for whatever happened in the past. So it's been a bad project.
For sure.
So it was supposed to open January 23.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. So we're a little behind schedule.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we're budget initially was 17.5 million. Now it's like 25. So
Wow.
it's 2 million over. A few years
just
late.
a little bit.
Yeah, so it's not the best. But
Mm.
here's our fearless PM. I'll fix
brother?
everything. Deliver us.
I will I?
Deliver us on time.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet Anthony.
Yeah.
Sergio.
Yes, sir.
Jordan. Pleasure.
Were any of you guys here before?
No.
No? Okay, all right.
You look familiar though.
Some of you do, yeah. Right.
Okay.
Where do we start?
So really, Suzanne, I don't know if you guys have spoken to Suzanne and Lowell.
Right.
We're the boots on the ground for them, and we just want to sort of identify all aspects of everything: IT, low voltage,
Okay. So
systems, anything system related.
we got an MDF in the basement
Okay.
that doesn't exist. It's designated to be there, but right now there's nothing.
Nothing.
There's no walls. There's no infrastructure.
corner.
There's nothing.
There's a corner.
Right. So the plan is eventually, once we settle with Cox, they'll bring in their fiber to the MDF in the basement. Okay. Part of the structured cabling subcontractor scope
Okay.
is from the MDF.
Yes.
He's running fiber to each floor.
Okay, great.
So ground floor, second floor, there's an IDF
Okay.
designated for each floor.
Every floor, right?
From there, they have their patch panel.
Okay.
They have their Cat 6 cabling to all of the data points.
Oh,
That's it. That's where it stops. That's where it starts. That's where it stops.
Okay.
Okay.
How far along are they?
The 90%.
Okay.
So all of the Cat 6 cabling.
Minus the MDF. Minus the MDF. 90%.
Second floor on up, all of the Cat 6s run to all of their final positions.
Okay.
Most of them have been terminated.
Okay.
The testing hasn't been done yet.
Okay.
Patch panels aren't installed.
Okay.
Because we were all worried that once you guys come in,
Yeah.
there's not going to be enough room in the IDFs because
Yeah.
it's just a little closed. Right? So
Yeah.
they haven't selected the final patch panel
Right.
until we work out the space that's
Right.
available.
Right.
Ground floor here in the mezzanines, the Cat 6 hasn't been run
Okay.
yet
Okay.
in all of the places. Other than that, there's the fiber left to do to the MDF.
Okay. Now, it's my understanding that cameras were not part of the scope that
No,
they're doing?
the
Not
only
at
thing
all.
that they were doing was they had an indication of the location of the
Right,
camera,
right.
which doesn't make any kind of sense to me personally.
No.
That's where they ran.
Okay.
As per instructions from previous
Somewhere
owners,
along the
rappers,
way,
somewhere,
right.
right? It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
And again, here, the final locations and some of the cameras and the ceilings here, that hasn't been run.
Okay. Okay.
Other than that,
And they take ownership of that as well, that same group?
from what's on their drawings, yes.
Okay.
Right? Obviously, at this point, if we need to add camera points,
Right.
we need to move some stuff
Right.
around, we can work with them,
Okay.
figure out,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
They have ownership of the structured cabling, the patch panels,
Beautiful.
testing, all terminations, and obviously labeling. There's no access control.
Nothing.
There's no access points. There's no network infrastructure.
Right.
There's
Totally
no
blank slate.
CCTV infrastructure.
Mm.
There's
Nothing.
nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Firewalls, you name it.
Nothing.
There's nothing.
Interesting.
Are the access control gonna have a 1-to-1 ratio?
We don't know.
We don't know. And if there is, then we got a problem.
Right.
Originally, the scope was for 2 data points in each room. One for a phone, one for a TV.
Reduced to one.
Reduced to one.
For what cost savings? It's like hardly any.
Somebody decided that phones
Wow.
weren't necessary, we eliminated one Cat 6. We
But
saved
then now,
10 grand.
but now we're
and
going to
now-
potentially have to put a switch in each room just to get more ports.
Correct.
When there's triple the cost,
Correct.
quadruple the cost of what it would have been
Correct.
just to add a second cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I don't think there was ever any heat maps done.
no, not yet.
So, no, I'm telling you
Yeah,
from
previous,
previous,
yeah.
because in the corridors, for the sake of discussion, you might have 1 or 2 CCTV points.
Yeah.
So you got a Cat 6
Yeah.
there, and you might have 1 or 2 points that were for Wi-Fi, for your access
Right.
points. Whether that's in the right place, whether that's sufficient.
Nobody knows.
Well, I can tell you, no.
They know.
For sure. For sure it's not gonna work.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
that's where we're
That's
at.
what you were saying. It's a shit
The
show.
whole history of this project is save a dime now, spend a dollar later.
$10.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. We can go on the second floor.
I'd love to walk.
I can give you guys an idea.
Mhm, 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 mhm.
All good?
What was that?
Doing everything.
Yep.
You're not giving me that more question than I can tell you that. Gentlemen, watch your head, please.
What's your relationship to Global? Do you guys implement or?
Yeah, we like their West Coast support. We do a lot of stuff at the Moxie and
Yeah.
Marriott, stuff like that.
Okay. So you guys are actually the PD followers too?
Yeah, we'll be the guys on the ground.
TV, elevation, so basically the one data point in each room was for the television.
Yeah.
Right? So this is it, this is typical of every room, high level,
Same, every room.
yeah.
And I guess one of the questions was, are we wall mounting or are we?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. There's no backing.
That's the other thing, right?
Some rooms, you know, this is new construction mixed with existing construction.
Yes.
Some rooms have a column. There's no way I can see that you're gonna be
Yeah,
able to
those
mount
would
a
be back
TV
there, right.
adequately, and it's just a.
Most of the rooms have the TV located above the desk in the room, or like whatever storage, you know, cabinet. So I would assume that it's probably
Table mounted, maybe.
Table
Yeah.
mounted as much as you can.
But we don't have maps of those rooms yet, though, right?
But there's places,
The ID drawings do.
some
show it.
do.
Yeah.
Like some rooms
Some
may
of
not
them
have a
aren't gonna
cabinet
work.
here. They
No,
might
I
have a
know.
cabinet over there.
Right.
And this is on this side.
Usually, the TV's in front of the bed. At least they got that.
Right. Yeah.
But then in some of the rooms, for some reason, it's not in front, it's to the side, there's existing structural elements. There's rooms that the TV is mounted next to the bathroom barn door,
Interesting.
and the barn door is gonna slide right into the TV. I haven't told you that.
That's a surprise.
Oh,
Alright.
most of the rooms, I mean, we're talking maybe 5-10%.
Okay.
Most of the rooms, it's clear,
Okay.
no obstruction in front of the bed head.
Okay.
As to whether there's a desk and the TV is gonna sit on the desk, or whether it's wall mounted,
We'll find out soon.
well, we're gonna have to find
Okay.
out.
Okay. Okay.
Let me show you a typical idea here.
Oh, they did.
So,
Terminated?
if I'm not mistaken, this is for camera, okay? I don't think this was for an access point, I do think it's for camera, I could be wrong. But it's either camera or access point.
In the instance we we need to start pre-wiring additional areas. Pre-wiring,
Yes, we're not.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is for camera.
So this is your typical, come on in. This is your typical idea. So there's power outlets that are missing, need to go in. There's fire alarm installations that are ongoing. And then at some point, we need to figure out patch panels for all the Cat 6. And whatever equipment you guys are gonna be putting in here.
And this is for us, he's backwards, for the most part.
This is for everybody.
For everybody to share. Who's in first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who goes first?
You know, look, probably we might have to move some stuff around, I don't know. Separate from that, there's another room on each floor, which is the electrical room.
Okay.
But basically, that's your idea.
Okay.
Right? Size might differ somewhat depending on the floors,
Okay.
but generally,
This is what
this is a.
Okay, that's not too That's all. Yeah, I think it's
So with the structural cabling drawings, you should be able to identify which points is CCTV, which
Okay.
point was
Access
designated
point.
for an access point.
Okay.
Cameras in weird locations, like in some places, I don't know if here. Right, so here's a perfect example. So normally, you would have your camera catching all of the doors. But if you're gonna put the camera here, it's one way.
I mean, every one might have to just be a 360 camera. That's just gonna pick up whatever's around it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's cameras on the junction box to hide the cables. The other one is just poking through for the access point.
Yeah, but that's not to say they.
That's
They
not
should've
intentional.
put a-
That's
They
not
should have put a
intentional.
box,
Yeah.
they didn't
I
put a
got you.
box.
They might have
If we
ran
need
out of
to
boxes.
Make them put a box, we'll make them put a box.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Anything else of interest?
I like this little.
No, so pictures I sent, I don't know if you guys saw, all of the doors are pre-drilled.
Yeah, that's
Right.
the thing Lowell was saying. There's a particular technology he said that I guess the hotel ownership uses at their other locations.
It could be, but that's not to say that that was coordinated.
Yeah, it may not.
So, nothing was coordinated, so it would surprise me greatly that this was coordinated. So, we might need to get just a plate done
Okay.
to make it work and hide some of the openings that are gonna be used. I don't know.
That's a possibility. I mean,
Yeah.
was it Salto that did the install?
No.
It wasn't?
No. There's a door subcontractor that provided the doors based on the specs and based on the approvals, pre-drilled.
Okay.
But to what spec, I don't know. That was in the drawings, this is what we have to do,
Okay.
and that's what they did.
But it was configured for Salto, as far as we know.
It was.
Right? 'Cause that-
It could be.
'cause the previous operator of the hotel, Saunders, that was their exclusive lock set of choice.
That's what I heard as well.
So it should work for a Salto lock, but only God knows at this point.
Now, at some point, when Saunders was involved, we did have a sidewalk and a representative from Salto or a third party affiliated with Salto came to visit. And they mentioned that they wanted a 1-to-1 ratio.
Okay.
So the idea was to put something in the back of the TV, hide it behind the television, that could pick up the access, the door access.
Wirelessly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not great.
Which, I don't know.
Okay. I'm sure they had reasoning for these decisions at that time. Right?
I can't answer that.
We need a time machine. Okay. Well, what else? What else should we look at? Can we go to the MDF?
You can.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll look at it.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
This way?
That's you. You still filming?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get this door. Same thing on that.
inch from the street at the other end, all the way to here. There's no, right now, there's a switch and a light on the drawing.
Right.
There's no power,
Nothing yet.
that's it, the
Okay.
switch and the
Okay,
light.
okay.
That's it. And whatever patch panel, the structured cabling guys needed to.
Yeah. Okay.
But how many circuits, what type of plug you're gonna need?
Have they already penetrated down?
No,
Nothing
not yet.
Okay.
No.
So they can just work themselves back up once they come in?
Yeah.
Is there a time or schedule that they're on at the moment?
Right now, I've stopped them to proceed any further.
Okay,
Right now, pretty much what you saw in the IDFs of all the Cat 6 from the roofs and the ceilings, that's as far as you go.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that pretty much covers us.
Are you here for a little bit?
I'm always.
Never go.
I think I'm living it, so.
Okay, well, we're gonna hang out for a little bit.
Sure.
Start documenting, and then I'll grab you if there's any questions.
That's
cool. I'll give you my card as well, so you have that. Call me, text me anytime.
I have your credit, thank you.
Good luck.
Okay.
All right, so
Sounds good.
in terms of the process, you're gonna put together a proposal to send to Lowell, or
Yes.
Suzanne, and then.
Well, we're gonna document everything, give them what they need for the proposal, and then I think Suzanne and Lauren will start to fish that out.
Do you guys have drawings? Do you need anything?
No, I'm good. I have the drawings right here. Okay, should be good. And we printed a nice set as well for later.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna take off and do a little bit around, and if you need anything, though.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you guys for really stepping into this
Yep,
hot mess.
absolutely.
All right.
We'll try to figure it out.